Hey guys, I have another Onyxia based deck here for you all, just because it's my sole legendary, and I just really like the card, and I've been trying to build decks around it, so this is what I've come up with so far. Of course, I already have a video up with my Warlock deck that incorporates Onyxia, and here I've got another one, except with a Druid, and I know Druids aren't used very often anymore, or at least when I play Ranked and Arena, I don't really ever see them, but this deck has worked pretty well for me so far. It got me a rank or two up. I have Claw for early game removal, or any part of the game really, but it's nice to have it early game. Mark of the Wild just to turn your Novice Engineers into something more than they really are, because these Novice Engineers typically, when I played Ranked, they are awesome in the early game because they give you the card and then you buff them up as a Druid and they turn into 3/2s, you know, anything really, and just awesome value cards. So this works really well with these, and of course the Loot Hoarder as well. Berserker also, the Oozes for weapons, also have Power of the Wilds, and these are good for, of course, a 3/2 Panther, but if you get them late game with Onyxia or whelps, it gives 1/1 to all the whelps, so that's a pretty badass combo. Mark of Nature, I usually use this for the health and the taunt, just to get a good value trades out of some of my cards, including Novice Engineers. Savage Roar, debated on this card, I might take it out or I might leave it in. Still not sure yet. It's so-so. It's only really worked well for me once, and the other two times it was kind of useless. So that's up in the air still. Acolyte of Pain for card draw, and plus these buffs turn it into a really nice. You get at least 2 draws out of it most of the time, or even 3. Earthring Farseer just to heal up your Acolyte of Pain or whatever else needs healing, including yourself. Flesh-Eating Ghoul is mainly for the buff up with Onyxia. Shattersun Cleric to buff up again just some of these early game cards for more value. Soul of the Forest is really nice with Onyxia, especially if you have a full board. I completely dominated a game where I got Onyxia out, had an empty board, did this to all my whelps along with this, and it was game over. I wish I'd recorded that game. It was pretty awesome. Swipe, just, you know, clear the board, especially for paladins. Also deals pretty well with all those stupid divine shields they tend to do, because it just taps off the shields real nicely. I also have the Dark Iron Dwarf just to pump up some of these early game cards again. Defender of Argus, same way. Keeper of the Grove for silence. Typically though I use it as early game damage. Place that thing down, it's got a lot of health, and you got to attack to it with some of your cards. And taunt, it becomes a really beefy taunt early game. Starfall, board clear. Druid of the Claw is just awesome versatility, pretty much for anything. Starfire is just the big creature killer. It's pretty much your soul removal. Kind of like the Warlock Siphon Soul, but not nearly as powerful. Ancient of War, great in-game taunt, along with Ironbark Protector. These keep your whelps safe, and they also keep some of these guys safe if they're still around at the end of the game. So this is my deck. Hope you guys like it. Let me know how I can improve on it. I'm going to go ahead and attach a gameplay video here. Let me know what you think. I'll see you in a minute.
I must protect the wild.
Well, I was just saying to myself that I've never seen, or hardly ever see Druids, but here we have a Druid in Constructed, so I was wrong. But either way, we've got a decent start here with Claw and Power of the Wild. Ooh, Mark of the Wild too, although Starfall, not so much. And we go in second, which is always a good bonus. I've actually never played a Druid with this deck, so it should be pretty interesting. And I am going to coin, put up my Swamp Ooze, just so I can do Mark of the Wild next turn, which would be pretty nice.
I hope you like my invention.
Yeah, definitely going to do that and go ahead and clear the board here. Now he's probably going to try and get rid of this as soon as possible. If he has Claw, he can get rid of it this turn. Maybe
One shot.
Oh, okay. 2 health left. Armorsmith. Okay, that's interesting. So he's going to take it 1 turn and try and get rid of it. What could I do to avoid that? I'm probably going to Claw and get rid of the guy on the left. Yes, actually, that's probably what I'm going to do.
For the wilds.
I'm going to for 5. And hopefully he trades the archer for it, and if he somehow eliminates it without killing, like eliminating the archer, I can still ping it next turn with my hero ability. That's Shapeshift. And there he goes, trades it for 1. So far it's working out. Wish I sold the coin so I can go ahead and get my Druid of the Claw out, but I don't. Ooh, instead I get a Monty Berserker. I will take that.
It's time for a little blood.
And I'm also going to play a Panther. Next turn I'll put up the Taunt or the Charge depending on the situation. Also depending on what I draw. But if I get these two guys behind a Taunt wall, it'll be pretty nice. He has a Claw, I'm guessing? Yep, there it is. And a Monty Berserker. Yes. Ooh, okay, that's really tempting as well, but I'm going to go ahead and play this.
Where shall I strike?
I'd like to play Charge right now, but I'm going to play Bear. Next turn should be Dark Iron Dwarf, and I'll go ahead and pump up the Taunt Wall as well with the Bear, and then maybe, depending if I can get another creature out. Ooh, that thing's sweet. I've never seen a golden one of those. If I can get a creature out, I'm going to go ahead and do Soul of the Forest, but it's not looking like that's going to happen. I do have Starfall for 5 damage. Oh, wish I could ping it for 1, but I can't. Well, of course, I could just do this.
What to do?
You call that a
Duh, okay. Kill that thing.
For the wild.
Okay. That was stupid to me, obviously. Okay. Okay, so he wants to ping, but he can't. He has to ping the Taunt Wall. Okay, there you go. Soul of Force. Oh, man. I want to say that for Onyxia, but these two guys are pretty much dead. Okay. Starfire him for a card? Seems like a waste as well, but I could get him pretty low with doing that, and I'm going to go ahead and do that. Onyxia, perfect. Okay. And he's super long health, so this is pretty much ours. I still have a Starfall and a Swipe, although I don't think you can use Starfall on... Yeah, it's to minions only, that's what I thought. Ooh, brutal. That gets him off the board. One more turn till Onyxia, and I got Soul of the Forest for after that. In the meantime, I can swipe him if I wanted to, but I'd rather get a minion, and I do. Okay, sweet. Get this guy out.
Mind if I roll knee?
Go ahead and swipe him.
For the wild.
Force him to take care of that minion right now. It's looking pretty good. Looking pretty good.
One shot, one kill.
Except for that. That guy's not good.
You dare challenge the
Okay, that's a problem. I'd assume he trade the tree for it, but I don't know.
Well played.
I guess he's done. Now, Savage Roar, the card I was iffy about, is actually going to be amazing right now.
The Sunwell.
The tree will survive, but I can Savage Roar and Soul of the Forest, so it's pretty much over. Oh, so is he. Aha. He's going to taunt, 2/2 taunt one of these guys. Or he has the 3 card, or the 2/2 taunt. Okay. Ooh, Okay, that was an interesting choice. Alright. Little does he know.
Well played.
You shall pay for your insolence!
A total overkill. I did not need to play the Soul of Force there, but for more demonstration purposes. But you can see how that synergy happens and how it works. It's pretty nice. I'm happy with it. Since the first gameplay video was so short and worked out pretty much ideally as you would like to have it with Onyxia and the pump-up cards, I thought I would go ahead and show you guys also a situation where everything goes less than ideal. Initially, of course, though, as you can see here, I'm just playing value cards. It's working out very well. It's trading very efficiently. But at the end of this game, I don't get Onyxia to drop the entire match. And I've even got the pump-up cards in my hand. I'm holding on to them pretty much the entire match. Not the entire match, but the latter end of the match. And I'm playing against a mage, which is considered among pretty much everyone to be the most powerful class right now in both Arena and Constructed. So I'm going up against one of the harder people to beat, and at the same time, I don't get the key focus of my deck's drop. And it's not like I'm playing as a deck here that's just has cards where they didn't pay for them. I mean, we're looking at, she has Ragnaros, she had a couple other cards that are very, very, very nice as well that you probably only could get if you paid for your deck. So that's another issue, is that this could be paid decks. So that's pretty awesome as well. I was pretty proud of that fact. And as you can see here in my hand, I've got my pump up 1/1/1, and I've also got the Death Rattle card that will pump up all of my whelps, but I don't get to drop the rest of the game. Kind of sucks, but that's just the way of things, and it does result in a victory, even without my key card against the most powerful class in the game right now. So that made me a little more confident in my deck, and just gave me another reason to share it with you guys. But not only did I face really, really difficult classes with this deck, I also faced semi-crappy classes like the Shaman, but classes that were loaded with cards. This guy had Ragnaros, he had Ysera, he had a couple other legendaries, and they really challenged my deck, but I weathered through them, and it really made me that much more confident in this deck, and it made me want to share it with you guys that much more. So, all in all, I'm pretty proud of this deck. You see here he has Doomhammer, and he's killing me with it, and I got the Swamp in there specifically. I saved it to deal with Doomhammer. Just the deck seems to have the answers for everything if you play smart. Just because all your trades pretty much have to be value trades. That's the caveat with this deck. And I mean that's it really. I mean that's of course it's with all decks, but specifically with this deck, it's definitely something that's very important. Here I'm down to nothing but Soul of the Forest and a Hex on the board, and he plays Ysera. And I still managed to come out with the win, even after he plays this brutal card. And there, see, there's my Onyxia. You just wait up, save the key card. You need key cards at times to get your Onyxia, and then go from there and win the game. I think he ends up just quitting out, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, he must not have anything in his deck, and he just surrenders. Yep, he lightnings himself in the face and quits. So, I just want to share this deck with you guys. Hope you all like it. Let me know in the comments how I can improve it, how it worked out for you guys, and mainly just tell me how I can improve this deck. So thank you again, you guys. I'm going to keep trying to advance with it. I'll let you know how it goes, and I'll see you guys next time.